Welcome, welcome. My guest on Clubhouse today, the wonderful Kate Sloan. Hello, Kate. Thank you so much for being here with us. You
Hi.
have written this fabulous book. Oh my gosh, I am such a big fan of this book. Look at us, book twins. Please tell us about your fabulous, fabulous book, 101 Kinky Things Even You Can Do.
Sure. So it's meant to be an introduction to kink and BDSM, mostly for people who think that they might be kinky but don't really know where to start with that. But it's also aimed at just anybody who's into kink and BDSM. I think that there's going to be new and interesting stuff for you here, like pretty much regardless of your skill and experience level. And it is a beautifully illustrated hardcover that contains literally 101 different kinky things. And then for each of those kinky things, I've talked about what is it? Why do people find it hot? How to do it relatively safely, and then 3 suggestions for how to actually incorporate it into your sex life, whether you have a partner or don't. And I think that it's the book that I wanted to write because it's a book that you could really just hand to somebody who has no idea where to begin, and it would give them a lot of starting points.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a real good big focus on psychological safety and physical safety as well. And the 3 examples are they're kind of like a soft lead in. So it's a kind of you could try this, and then if you want to, you can go here and you can go here. And I think that leading us into, ideas is just absolutely phenomenal. And I would totally agree that regardless of whether you are curious about kink or you're right in the bones of kink, this book will give you lots of ideas. So that's great to hear that was your way in was, I want something like this and therefore I shall create it and they shall come.
Yeah.
If somebody's new to kink or they're curious about it, and I know we talked a little bit about this in the room in terms of obviously it depends on how you approach it, what's going on with your partner or partners and how they might approach it. Generally, what would you say would be a good way for people to have a think about if they are, wanting to have those conversations?
Yeah, I think that one of the first things that people should do is make a yes, no, maybe list, which is a tool that we use in kink to just sort of delineate things that we're willing to try, things that we're not willing to try, and things that we might be willing to try under certain circumstances. And you can start with a book like this or with any list that you find online of just like a really long list of kinky activities and proclivities. And you can go through it either yourself or with a partner and sort different things into different categories of that yes, no, maybe list. And once you have that list, you'll be able to start doing things like researching the safety info that you need to know, or like thinking about what exactly do you want to do with that kink? Do you want to be the top or the bottom? Do you want to be the dominant or submissive? Or do you want there to not be a power dynamic? All those types of questions. It's good to just have a place to start.
Yeah, absolutely. And also using your book, I really wanted to urge the point that it's inclusive language and also the imagery, the pictures the illustrator that you use, absolutely beautiful images. We were talking earlier in the room, some of these need to be on the wall. We need to put some of these pictures on the wall. They're absolutely beautiful. And again, also inclusive of different types of bodies. Where can people find you, Kate? Let us know how we can follow you, find you, support you.
Sure. So the book is available wherever you get your books, probably. It's also at 101kinkythings.com. I have a sex blog at girlyjuice.net. That's GIRLYJUICE.net. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram at girly_juice, and I co host a couple of podcasts called The Dildorks and Question Box.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.